This is Detective GBB back with another video, and today we are doing our full gear predictions AEW 2022. We got our first match on the card back there. Over here, we got about 40 minutes until the pre-show. Just finished Rampage a few hours ago. We've got all of our lights off to show off our Christmas stuff. We got Christmas lights back here. There's our Christmas tree over there. And then back kind of behind the TV is a reindeer. I'm not sure if you can see it. But it's somewhere back here.
Yeah, we can see it a little.
Yeah.
Up on the wall.
And of course, Blackberry's roaming back here. However, we got Triple H is allowing Kevin Owens to come to this press conference to have the stars come up and talk about their matches tonight. Not everyone can make it, but some are. And we're starting off with freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy, the AEW All-Atlantic Champion, in his match, the most recent added last night on Rampage. As it'll be Orange Cassidy, best friends, a very evil, very mysterious partner, and Rocky Romero versus the Factory. So Danhausen's going to be insane, because apparently last week on Rampage he was pile drived onto some steel staircases by QT Marshall, and that's what's happening here. So we're going to find out what's happening with that. So what's your first prediction?
For that match, I would have to go with Orange Cassidy, and I agree. Danhausen's probably going to be insane.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that.
So yes, Kevin Owens is here, and he gets a stunner in Orange Cassidy. Anyway, it's time to move on to the next match.
Do you agree with that?
Yes, I think Orange Cassidy's team is going to win, more than likely. So here is our next match. It is Brian Cage versus Ricky Starks in the World Title Eliminator Tournament semifinal. R.I.P. Blackberry, but who do you think is going to win this one?
I would probably have to lean towards Ricky Starks.
That's who I want to win. I'm not sure if he would win, but I feel like he's been grounded by Powerhouse Hobbs recently after they split up. So I think he kind of needs this one, even though Brian Cage has been buried this past year or so. But I just personally picked Ricky Starks, and I just like him better. And you also went with Ricky Starks. So Ricky Starks is our prediction to win this one, although it's not the finals yet. Our next match, AEW Tag Team Championships, we have The Acclaimed versus Swerve in Our Glory. And here we got Keith Lee coming up into the Kevin Owens show. So who do you think is going to win this one?
Well, that's tough, but I got to go with the hot hand. I would think The Acclaimed are going to pull this off.
Agreed. Acclaimed has, I think, one of the highest merch sales right now, so it would make no sense for them to take the titles back off.
Yeah, they're rolling pretty hot right now.
Keith Lee and Isaiah Swerve Scott are pretty good team right now. However, you just gotta go with the Acclaimed. I don't know what else you gotta do,
and
but
it's
gotta be the Acclaimed.
This could be one of the better matches of the night.
Yeah, definitely one of the best. However, Keith, I'm not picking you and Swerve. I'm picking the Acclaimed. So far, we agree on most of them. Next match, we have Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and Saraya. So who do you think is going to win that one?
That's tough. Wow, do you have her? You got both of them?
Yeah, we got both.
Oh, okay. I wondered. I couldn't remember. That's going to be tough. It's hard to go against Britt Baker, but wouldn't you think it would
make more sense for Saraya to win?
Yeah, just where she's new and
she needs that jump start.
Yeah, and this would be definitely the way to do it.
Rust.
But, I mean, you know how it could go. It could be a really great match. Britt Baker still pulls it off, and they both walk away very hyped, and this could be a long-standing feud. But, yeah, I don't know.
However, I'll just pick Saraya, because this just makes the most sense to me.
I agree. I think that's how that will ultimately end.
ago, and they fell off. Now, let's see. Who is our next match? It is Death Triangle versus the Elite for the AEW Trios Championship. So it's Pac, Ray Phoenix, and Penta El Cero Miedo versus Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks.
This could be the best match of the night.
Yeah.
Because
This is my personal favorite match, just to see Kenny and the Bucks back.
yeah, for them, they were very smart to have them debut on the pay-per-view, coming off of these quote-unquote suspensions. I think the crowd's going to go insane for them.
Yeah, that pop's probably going to be crazy.
And I can't imagine the Elite losing this one.
Yeah, because the Elite, they did win those, and I'm sure they were supposed to hold those titles for a lot longer. And then this got messed up, and then Death Triangle won. I like Death Triangle, however, I'm not digging like how Pac's trying to get them to their others to be heel. I don't like that. Though it makes sense, but he doesn't need to use a hammer every time to win. But definitely the Elite I'm going to pick. Because it just makes the most sense. And that's probably what everyone's going to want anyway. So next we have this is probably going to be my least favorite match on the card. Although it is going to be pretty good. We got Jade Cargill defends the TBS Championship against Nyla Rose. Who are you going to pick that one?
I can't go against Jade Cargill.
She's, like 50-0 or something?
I lost count.
She hasn't lost a single match.
And I just don't think this is the match that she'll lose it on.
Yeah, she needs to lose to
So, I mean, it can be a good
quality.
match. Nyla Rose could
come close.
Could come close, but in the end, I don't think.
Because both of them are beasts, and there's definitely going to be a hard-hitting match. I just think Nyla Rose hasn't really done it. She's just been always on Rampage. She's never been on Dynamite, at least in a good way, in like a few months. So Jade Cargill most likely gonna win. And then we have Jungle Boy Jack Perry versus Luchasaurus with Christian Cage and a steel cage match.
This one, to me, will be one of the highly rated ones of the night. Every time there's a steel cage match involved. And of course, the whole Jungle Boy Luchasaurus angle's been back and forth. So who knows what will actually happen here. It could be something more surprising than just a standard match. And it should be very entertaining, don't you think? Especially being inside the cage.
I personally think Jungle Boy should win because he's been buried by Christian at All Out. And he got betrayed by Luchasaurus twice already, and he just can't do anything. He's just been so buried recently, so he needs this win.
Yeah.
Then they can just move on from it, and then have Luchasaurus go dominate everyone else, and then maybe get a reunion soon.
But you know what? I'll gamble because Christian's going to be there, right?
Yeah.
I think for this one, there'll be some sort of shenanigans one way or the other. And I got a feeling that Luchasaurus will pull it out.
Yeah, there's going to be shenanigans no matter what, but Jack Perry needs this more. So, because Luchasaurus has squashed these low-level people for the past few months. So we kind of just he needs the win. And then next we have a triple threat for the TNT Championship as Wardlow defends against the ROH World Television Champion Samoa Joe and Powerhouse Hobbs.
Now that's a tough one to pick.
I'm picking Wardlow.
Yeah, I mean I would too, with Samoa Joe being in there.
It's going to be another hard-hitting heavyweight match.
Yeah.
But Wardlow's TNT title reign has been decent. For me, I think it's been decent. A lot of people say it's not really that great. He needs more than just powerbombing people five times and winning a match.
Well, he's going to get that, especially with Samoa Joe here.
Especially with this one.
Yeah.
So he needs just a bit more to get him up there.
All right. Well, I agree with you. I think maybe this will be the match where we see more out of him in getting the win.
Yeah. And Next up, AEW Interim Women's World Championship. Toni Storm defends against Jamie Hayter.
Oh, me. I want to see Jamie win this. Actually, I like them both, but I really like
Jamie
Jamie.
Hayter?
Huh?
Why you pick Jamie
I don't know
Hayter?
that I'm picking her. I'm saying I'd like to see her win it. I don't know. I just really like her, and I'd like to see something happen for her.
Yeah, but it'd be nice to have someone other than Britt Baker. But Toni, she needs this after how she got buried by Charlotte on SmackDown in WWE.
Well, yeah, but you can't look at what happened in WWE.
Yeah,
you gotta
but
focus what's happening here in AEW.
I
She
think-
hadn't had this very long, right?
Correct. So I think she needs to
See-
hold it a bit longer, and then when Thunder Rosa's coming back, then they can fight for it. And then
Yeah, but see, I wonder if this isn't going to swap hands a little bit between now and Thunder Rosa coming back.
okay, that could make sense, but I'm not sure. Well, it could have. Okay, that makes sense.
So you know what? I'm gambling again because you got to have some sort of gambles. As many cards as we have tonight, I'm picking Jamie Hayter.
I'll pick Toni Storm, so that way one of us will be right no matter what. So let's see, what is going to be the next match? It's going to be the Fatal 4-Way for the ROH World Championship. We have the Ocho, Chris Jericho defends against Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli, and Sami Zayn. Or not Sami Zayn, Sammy Guevara. And surprisingly, we actually have all four of them here. There's Sammy, Claudio, Jericho, and Danielson. So all four of them are ready to go. So who do you think is going to win this one?
Well, this is another really good match.
Yeah, another really good one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Jericho finds a way,
Yeah, I'm going to
whether
pick
it's through
Jericho.
cheating or not.
Because I feel like Danielson and Claudio are going to get into some kind of fight. So I feel like that's going to happen, and that's going to get them distracted. And then if Sammy, he might not feel like he should just give the win to Jericho. Then he's just debating, and then Jericho just takes the night with the Judas effect and just gets it over with. Like that. And then I have to go into that kind of storyline and whatever. However, I want to see Blackpool Combat because there's really not been Blackpool Combat Club. Because Moxley's doing his own thing really with the AEW title. And then Wheeler Yuta haven't done that much. And then Danielson and Claudio have just kind of been arguing recently, and they haven't been doing that much either. So we need more Blackpool Combat Club. And I'm definitely going to pick Jericho for this one because that just makes more sense. That's a really good story going on right now. There's tons more former ROH champions for him to fight, which could be really cool. I'm definitely going to go
we
with
agree.
Jericho. Next, it is Sting and Darby Allin taking on Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal.
Another interesting match.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and go with Sting and Darby Allin on this one.
That's what I want to win, because Darby, he needs it.
Well, yeah, I agree. And even though Jeff Jarrett's kind of new to this scene, I'm definitely going Sting and Darby Allin.
That's why I want to win, because Darby, he kind of needs this win, and then Sting hasn't lost a single match in AEW. But I feel like Jarrett and Lethal are going to win. I don't know. I feel like they're going to win, but I want Sting and Darby to win. So, because I've heard some rumors that, Darby could think that he really isn't getting the job done even if they win. Like, Sting gets it done, and then he starts doubting himself. Or that, they lose, and then Sting and Darby get into some heat with each other like that. So this time, as much as I want them to win, I think I'll pick probably Jarrett and Lethal. That's who I'll go with.
All right, so you're taking a nice little gamble.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll stick with Sting and Darby on that one.
So then let's see. our final match on the card, the main event, AEW World Championship match. It is Jon Moxley defending against Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF. And here he is, the man that is apparently better than the rest. And this is not Jon Moxley. Dean Ambrose, what are you doing here? You're from a different timeline. This is not Jon Moxley. He gets him with a Dynamite Diamond ring, and there he goes. MJF says that he's just going to beat them all. He's going to do it. He's going to win it. And he says that he's better than you, and you know it. And he's leaving automatically, and I'm picking MJF.
I'm picking MJF too. He had that long run of silence, and then they brought him back, and they've really done a good job playing it to this point. And I think tonight's the night that he takes it home, and all the focus goes back on to him.
Yeah, and I'm kind of tired of the Jon Moxley right now, because he's technically had 4 reigns, but they only count as 3. He had his first reign, which was fine. And then his second reign, it was the interim thing when Punk got injured. And then he had that 11-day reign leading into All Out. And then they took away Punk's title, and now he's back at it again.
Yeah, I think it's time for the change.
We need something new.
All right.
And that's our predictions. All Out the kickoff show starts in 20 minutes. And for now, it's going to be Kevin Owens and Triple H and Detective GBB going out.
One last shot of the Christmas tree. And there we go.